Welcome to the Truth Wins podcast. This is episode 99 called Inflation, Interest Rates, and the Impending Recession. Hoping to get a few people's interest with that title, but we're going to be talking about all that's been going on here in 2022 with interest rates going up, gas prices going up. People are nervous, they're scared, they're not buying stuff, they're buying stupid stuff, whatever else. We're going to be talking about it all today, and we've got a special guest with us. At least his mom said he's special, and so we're excited to have him with us today. But before we get to that, I want to welcome Stu. Say hey, Stu.
Hey, Stu.
And we're going to be starting, as always, with Time to Stump Stu. All right, Stu, this is from episode 90, Should Christians Be Pacifists? If you're not sure what a pacifist is, it's somebody who doesn't believe in violence, that we should never do anything violent. So first, Braden, because I usually just go straight to the counter arguments or the statements that we probably wouldn't agree with. But it's good to, because we get a lot of great comments, a lot of good feedback, and so we appreciate all of that too. But this one, Braden says some things that I think would piggyback off that episode. He says, love is the guiding principle. If love requires violence, then it would be a sin not to engage. Imagine a child being tortured and you have the means to stop it. And we brought that up in the episode. It's like for good men just to sit back and do nothing, that's the way that evil prevails. And so there is a time when we need to step in and stop evil. But Bernie has a different take on it. Bernie says, Odin is as much a god as your god, but you were far more brutal and killed the heathens. You all make me sick. All right. What do you say? What say you, Stu?
All right. Braden, well done, bro. I like what you said there. Imagine the child being tortured and you have the means to stop it and you do nothing, then you're complicit in what's happening. So it was, a great quote that's all it takes for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. And so we need to stand up to evil when we see it, or else it's coming to our doorstep. Bernie, just curious if your last name was Sanders. And you had a brother that was big in the chicken industry. But you say Odin is as much a god as your god. I used to teach Norse mythology, Bernie. Odin gave up his eye to Mimir, the guardian of the well of knowledge, to gain information about Ragnarok, the final battle, when the storm giants and frost giants come up Bifrost, the rainbow bridge, and take over and kill Odin and all the good gods, the Aesir. So Odin is powerless, and he's going to lose. My God actually wins in the end, Bernie, so I hope you learn.
So he's the one-eyed god? He had to lose that? He gave it to Mimir?
Yep.
Mimir, that's a pathetic, that's not intimidating at all.
Guardian of the well of knowledge.
But I think his point, Bernie's point, though, is that Christians have killed more people than Odin the god or the Norse god of that. What? Any pushback on that?
We've done previous episodes on this, so we've talked about, people saying, well, what are the worst things Christians have ever done?
Yeah.
Like, the Crusades or the Inquisition. And we always go, you do need to do your homework and do the statistics on that, because basically during the Crusades, it was the high-end estimate by far would be 3 million. And it's probably more like several 100,000. But even so, were they following the commands of Jesus when they did that? Did Jesus tell them, if somebody doesn't convert, you put him to the sword? No, Muhammad said that. So when the atheists and guys like Bernie talk about things like this, they forget their own bad skeletons in their closets, like the Marxists and Mao, who kills somewhere between 40 and 80 million of his own people, and Stalin in Russia, who kills somewhere between 30 and 60 million of his own people. So it's not even comparable. But the key point being, those guys were actually following the dictates of atheistic Marxism.
Yeah. Go. All right. That's today's Time to Stump Stu.